Today, you and I are going to be going back to the soundtrack for the movie Wicked, and this is the song Popular, sung by Ariana Grande. Don't forget to check out the description down below. I always have links down there where you can go and check out the official YouTube channel and a way where you can go and purchase the soundtrack and help support everyone involved with this project. It is an amazing soundtrack. There's other links down below. Make sure to check those out. And don't forget to leave me a comment. I love reading all the things you have to say about this.
Elfie, now that we're friends, I've decided to make you my new project.
Oh, you really don't have to do that.
I know. That's what makes me so nice. Whenever I see someone less fortunate than I, and let's face it, right, who isn't? Less fortunate than I, my tender heart tends to start to bleed. And when someone needs a makeover, I simply have to take over. I know exactly what they need. And even in your case, though it...
I love the way this song just starts out. Ariana's being so playful, and Cynthia, she's just kind of adding to that, you know, her lines, her dialogue. And I really feel like it's just such a playful beginning. And that's what this song is. It's playful, you know. We've got the ever popular Glinda and the not so popular Elphaba. And it's amazing. It's just the light, airy sound that Ariana is getting here. Let's listen to some more because this is just such a fun song.
And even in your case, though it's the toughest case I've yet to face, don't worry, I'm determined to succeed. Follow my lead, and yes, indeed, you.
What a great orchestra backing up all of the singers in this on this soundtrack, you know, in this musical. You know, that orchestra just was playing right behind her. They were playing in a playful manner also. And when Ariana was singing short or long, they tended to mimic that. So she just had a note where she popped that off and it was very short. And we had the orchestra bump, play right along with her. And it was so in time between the two. There's been a lot of practice going on. And I heard that they sang all of this live. So, you know, all that practice beforehand really paid off.
Yes, indeed, you will be popular. You're gonna be popular. I'll teach you the proper poise when you talk to boys, the ways to flirt and flounce. I'll show you what shoes to wear, how to fix your hair, everything that really counts to be popular.
What makes this change in the whole sound of everything so, I guess, popular is the fact that when Ariana Grande is singing, she's using a lot of syncopated rhythms. Ba-dum, ba-dum, bum, bum, ba, ba. And the orchestra's playing those same kind of things behind her. Very short, very syncopated on the ands, not always on the downbeats. So the strong beats, they're playing on some of the not so strong beats and trying to make those strong. And it gives this a very poppy, bouncy sound.
Fix your hair, everything that really counts to be popular. I'll help you be popular. You'll hang with the right cohorts. You'll be good at sports. Know the slang you've got to know. So let's start, 'cause you've got an awfully long way to go.
And I found that extremely interesting too. You know, like I said, Ariana was singing and she was doing some of those concepts that I mentioned, and the orchestra was doing it right along with her. And then the way Ariana finished this section up, she was singing long, sustained melodies, and that orchestra was continuing to do all of the stuff they did before with all of the short and more syncopated stuff. So it really gave some contrast to what was going on in this section between the orchestra and Ariana.
And you've got to know, so let's start, 'cause you've got an awfully long way to Don't be offended by my frank analysis. Think of it as personality dialysis. Now that I've chosen to become a palace sister and advisor, there's nobody wiser. Not when it comes to popular. I know about popular, and with an assist from me to be who you'll be instead of dreaming who you were. Well, there's nothing that can stop you from becoming popular.
I love the fact that, what Ariana's singing about here, she's trying to make Elphaba popular, which she is so not. And, Glenda knows popular. She's always been part of that clique, that popular crowd. And, we all know, we've seen those popular crowds in our high schools, our colleges, teams, our workplace, and they exist. And Glinda is trying to make Elphaba part of that. She wants to make her popular, and she thinks she can, and she thinks she's helping Elphaba by doing that. And being part of that crowd isn't always the best thing. But the music is so playful, and the whole lyric line and dialogue that Ariana's singing here is supposed to be playful. So that music represents that too, and just adds to the whole playfulness of this.
Who you were, well, there's nothing that can stop you from becoming popular. La, 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 la. We're gonna make you popular.
I did not notice that before, but it sounds like they have a Barry sax playing in here. I didn't notice that before, but what a great choice to put that low instrument in here as they're playing this playfulness that Ariana's singing. I thought that was really neat.
We're gonna make you popular. When I see depressing creatures with unprepossessing features, I remind them on their own behalf to think of celebrated heads of state or especially great communicators. Did they have brains or knowledge? Don't make me laugh. They were
Popular.
right. It's all about popular. It's not about aptitude. It's the way you're viewed. So it's very true to be very, very popular like me.
I love just the way Glinda's singing here, Ariana. It's just so fun and carefree, and she's just singing about all the popular stuff, and I love that. And Elphaba, she's just popular, and she's not quite getting it, but she's trying to get it, and it's just a whole funny scene. And I love the orchestra, everything they're doing in the background, including all the little things they're doing with like chimes and bells, and just adding to this whole playfulness. And like I said, with that Barry sax, that low sound, it's almost absurd having the Barry sax play the notes in that low register along with what, Ariana's singing here, Glinda. And that adds to the whole playfulness and just ridiculousness of the whole thing.
Be very, very popular like me. And though you protest your disinterest, I know clandestinely you're gonna grin and bear it, your newfound popularity.
Oh my goodness. Ariana's voice is just so awesome during this section. She has just worked so hard to have this amazing voice, and you can hear a little bit of vibrato coming out in her singing as she's singing this part. We haven't heard it in everything, but we hear it here, and it's just coming out so naturally. Everything's just so relaxed when she's doing this. It just comes out naturally. And the orchestra, as we're singing this ending section here, decides that, we're going to have a little bit of ridiculousness in the way we're playing, and we're brap, brap. They have these accents and a little bit of a slide in the pitch. So they're coming in not quite on the pitch, but a little off the pitch and sliding into the pitch, which kind of acts as that just ridiculous sound that we're hearing here.
I know clandestinely. You're gonna grin and bear it, your newfound popularity. La, 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 la.
Oh, so now we had a little key change. Everything went up a little bit. And when you do that, I mean, you're leading to the end. You're leading to what you feel is going to be an epic section. And just rising up like that, it's just going to take it up just a whole other level. I love what's going on with the music and with Ariana singing here. We've kind of gone back to that beginning part there, but we've amped it up. We have more instruments playing it, that bum, da, dum, bum, ba, da, bum, bum. It's just such a very, very catchy part of the song.
Just not quite as popular as me.
I'm going to go back a little bit here. There was so much that we had going on in the end here, and I want to kind of call attention to it. But boy, those notes that Ariana was hitting was amazing. Just so open and just free, and man, she has such a beautiful voice. I just love the range that she sings in and just the overall tone that comes out of her. But we had so much going on with the instruments too, and I feel like some of that brum, brum was coming from the trombone section. It's very easy for them to do that slide too, coming into the pitch, because they have the slide. And all they have to do is just pull into that note and just be a little bit under that note and pull into it. And you get that brup sound. It's just very, very cool. And there was so much else going on. Let's listen to the end and let me hear those things again. So that was the other thing. We had multiple key changes. We kept going up here in our chords leading to the end. It was a great cadence leading to this whole ending.
You'll be popular. Just not quite as popular as me.
That was such a fantastic ending. Ariana just built this up so nice. And, you know, those key changes really added to the whole cadence and the flow of the way this was going to end. That trombone, the brum, just hitting that accent so hard, a sforzando, because it was extra accented. And it just built this whole thing up to the end for that final line that she said that, you know, Effelba, you'll almost be as popular as me. So, you know, it's funny. That's the way Glinda thinks, you know, of herself and just the whole popular thing. It is so entertaining watching Ariana and Cynthia. They are just masters at their craft. They have the most amazing voices. Amazing voices. This show was cast so well, and these two being in these lead roles, just fantastic. I have said this in the comments to people, and I'm saying this to all of you now in this video. You know, what happened on stage, you know, with Idina Menzel and Kristen Chenoweth was just something amazing. I never saw it. I know about it. I've heard the soundtrack from that. They transformed this whole thing into what it is today. Wicked became so popular because of those two. I feel like with this generation, these are the people that are going to take it even farther. You know, when you have time in between things, you have a chance to rehearse more. You have a chance to practice more. You have a chance to learn more things about voice and music. And what worked and what didn't quite work in the original. It's gotta be better. Time makes everything better. Practice and hard work makes everything better. So I feel like this is going to just be that one where everyone looks back and goes, those two, that was just the most amazing thing I ever saw and heard. And it's just going to be so popular, just like it is now. I feel pretty lucky that I got to see it. I got to hear them. And I'm listening to the music now, and I'm kind of talking about what's going on in the music. It is so amazing. If you haven't heard it, if you haven't seen it, go and do it. Do yourself a favor. It is amazing. Don't forget to check out the description because I have links down below where you can go and check out their official YouTube channel, links where you can go and buy the soundtrack, help support this whole thing because it is amazing. And I want to see more musicals being made into movies and them casting so well, just like they did in this one, and getting top performers to do it. There's links down below on ways you can support my channel. If you'd like to go and do that, I really appreciate it. Thank you. An easy thing to do, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, put a comment down below. I love hearing the things you have to say. If you want to watch and listen to more music like this, just click on a video you see on your screen and keep watching. Thank you for being here and watching and listening with me. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you next time.